Rock and D Bull session we're doing here this spring. If you woke up this morning and you looked outside and you maybe thought that you were thinking the wrong day, you're not. We are having a bull sale today. Pam just ordered up some sunshine for this one, so we'll see how that works for everybody. Absolutely. Let's give her a hand for that. Thank you. And and let's give the ladies a hand for that wonderful lunch that they served up today. I hope you enjoyed it. We sure appreciate that. Thank you all very much. I think we're gonna keep going here. We're gonna probably start somewhere around about on time here in about 15 or 20 minutes, and and I hope you had a good chance to take a look at the cattle outside. They look good as always, and maybe even a little better in the sunshine today. Um, but a great set of cattle here on offer today for you, and and Pam and Donnie and Heather around if you have any questions specifically. I think they know all these cattle by heart. They know every number on them. So just ask whatever you need, and they're happy to answer questions, talk to you about the cattle. They know these cattle inside and out, and about 10 generations back. So welcome you all here today, and we'll get started here real soon in about 15 or 20 minutes. Thank you.
Sound okay, Eric?
just want to thank everybody for coming out on this really beautiful day. I don't know, the most beautiful day God has ever made, I think, here. We've got quite the crew that I want to thank. All these people help me every year, and I really don't know why, but we've got the crew that brings the people in. We've got the crew on the desk there. Those girls have really pitched in, and our cooking crew, my goodness, they're wonderful. And of course, I get to work with Donald and Heather, and they've been a real blessing in our lives. I don't know if it's working or I'm working for them. I'm not sure how that really goes. And then we have Mac as our facilitator here, and he will explain how we do this auction. But a word about the bulls. We have Dynamite Farms bring their bulls in about June with us, and we graze them with my cattle, just like, well, I treat them just like they're mine. And we weigh, we measure, we ultrasound, we DNA test, and all these figures go into an EPD. And every week the association changes those numbers, so they go up and down. They move all the time every week, but it's still a roadmap to what these cattle will do. And with the DNA testing, there's no question about the parentage. We've got all these cattle straightened out to the right parents. And in the past, that could be, people have had problems with that. So rest assured the cattle are what they are. They're vaccinated up. We use Vision 8 with Somnus, and we use Bovishield Gold FP5 BL5. So they're ready to go. These bulls have been handled. They're not halter broke. They're not petted or anything like that. But we haul them back and forth. We've done everything as far as measuring every way you can measure a bull. So the heifers, we changed this year to bangs. We don't have to put that metal tag in the ear because we broke down and got the premise number. And so each animal, including the bulls, have a little, it used to be white, this year yellow, EID number in their ear. So we didn't have to put in the bangs tag, but all the heifers are bangs vaccinated. So that was handy for us. You know, we've been feeding these bulls. Well, they're on a 10-acre pasture, and they have haylage, dry hay, and 5 pounds of pellets. But this is the first year. Well, before that, though, I'd say when we go to winter pastures, October 15th, when we're grazing out here in the fields, we weaned off 3 cows at 980 pounds. But this morning, we had that whole front pen, except for one bull, all around that 1,500 pounds mark. We have never, I mean, all the bull tests I've been to, we may have a 1,500 pound bull in April, but not in March. And I was rather shocked this morning when we weighed those bulls. The heaviest bull, of course, was age 25. He weighed 1,555 pounds. I think I must be done talking. I forgot to breathe. Okay, here we are. I'm going to turn it over to experts here, and we'll try and keep on up with this thing.
All right, thank you all very much for coming. Can everybody hear us, or do we need to turn our speakers up a little bit? Okay, all right, well, we'll go ahead and go with this then. Mac's got a prettier sounding voice than I do, but unfortunately you'll have to hear me talk a little bit today as well. Again, I just want to reiterate what Pam said. We thank you all for being here very much. We're very blessed to be a part of this with Ron and all of her help and family that goes in with it, and my family, girls, and my mom that's here, kind of selling some kids. It's a beautiful day outside. I don't know who ordered this day for us, but thank you very much for that. So with that, we're going to start selling some bulls here, and thank you all for being here.
All right. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Donald. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. If you've been here before, you know how this auction works. If you haven't been, it's a pretty simple deal. We call it a cowboy style auction. I think that's because it's simple enough a cowboy can figure it out. By God, it's even simple enough a sheep herder can figure it out. So I hope we don't get anybody lost today. I don't expect we will. I'll give you kind of a quick rundown. It's pretty simple. You'll see a base price on all the cattle on your sheet there. We start every one bulls and heifers at that base price. When we start at that price, and anybody who wants in on them, you can put your number in the air, and we're going to go up by $250 increments. And if we get past your budget, then you just pull your number down, and the last number in the air wins. So it's just about that simple. If we get to the end of one where we have a tie bid, if all our numbers at the end go down at the same time, I'll ask you those last two bidders. I'll ask you to please put your numbers back up. We'll step back to that last number that we had you both in at. We'll take the lower bidder number, and that bidder will have the bid at that price, and then I'll ask that contending bidder if they want to go up at $100 increments at that point, and we'll just be in it with you two contending bidders in the event of a tie bid. So we'll walk you through that if we get to it. It's a pretty simple deal. If you have any questions at all, please don't be afraid to holler at me and make sure we understand where our bid's at and what's going on here. We want to make sure we catch everybody. We've also got this auction is broadcast live on Live Auctions TV, and we've got somebody on the phone up front here that's talking to the man at the base that's taking the internet bids. And so sometimes we'll have to kind of wait on a little delay there between the microphone and the phone and the speaker and the internet, and then back to the guy and back to the phone. So sometimes you'll see me waiting on the internet just a little bit, and bear with us. We want to give everybody an option to bid on these good cattle, to go where they need to go. So we make it this sale available to people that are here or not here or wherever around the world they want to be. So we're going to be watching the internet on some of these bids too. And Pam's got something.
Yeah, I wasn't quite done yet. We had some outs today. I wanted to let you know right now. The D008 is out. The H08 is out. The H16 is out, and H55 is out. They're healing, and they will be available in a couple weeks.
Yep. So you'll see on your paper there, we marked those out, just some bulls that just weren't absolutely 110% sound today, but nothing real big wrong with them. But we just want to make sure that all the cattle that you're going to load out today are just absolutely 110% sound and ready to go to work, as you'd expect all these cattle to be all the time, every year when you come to this sale. So without further ado, I'll give it over to Donnie. He'll talk about our first bull in the sale, and we'll go get selling here. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mac. We're very privileged this year to get to actually start the sale with one of the Dynamite bulls here. We've got a Hoover Dam son, weighed 1535 today, was the second heaviest bull through the chute today. Curve bender type bull here with a low birth heifer bull, gets all the way up to 120 on his yearling. Good marbling with 0.7 and 0.7 on rib as well. And cow's been an excellent cow for us at 3 calves, 104 ratio. That's going to be a heck of a bull to start the sale, I think.
All right, thank you, Donald. We'll start the sale here with the bull here at $3,500 bids on the bull, please. 3,500, got a few in there. Let's go to 3,750. 3,750 on the bull. Thank you. Keep those numbers up if you would. If you're in 3,750, and we'll $4,000 bids. 4,000. Thank you. And let's move to 4,250. 4,250. 4,250. Internet's in at 4,250. How about 4,500? 4,500 on the bull here, 45. And let's move to 4,750. 4,750 on the bull, 4,750. Internet's still in at 4,750. Let's Jump pass will go to 5,000. $5,000 bid on the bowl here. 5,000. We still got two in, no three. Looks like 5,004. You're in two, four. Let's go to 52.50 on the bowl here. 52.50. 52.50. We still got two in here. Let's go to 5,500. $5,500 bid here. 5,500 and 57.50 on the bowl. 57.50. And it looks like internet's out. It looks like you won the bowl, sir. Buyer 122 buys the bowl for 57.50. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, we're going to skip down the line. I believe we should be on H09, should be our next bull up here. He's a Rockin' D Command son, weighed 1470 today. He's a one. I know, but it skipped. So that it should. I got a little confused, but we're good to go here. So H09 is the bull we're selling here. H09 is a one on his marbling, high marbling EPD, and a high marbling ratio bull. He ratioed 120 on his ultrasound, adjusted 205 at 883, and the dams winning ratio 3 at 103. An excellent bull here in H09.
All right, a good bull he is. Let's start him out at $4,000. $4,000 bid on the bull here. $4,000 bids in the air, please. Thank you. 4,000. Is the internet in at 4,000? Any interest there? Sir, looks like, sir, you've won the bowl at 4,000. Your bidder number, please, is 117. Bidder 117. Thank you very much.
Okay, that brings up our D006 bull. He's a Final Solution son. He's a heifer bull, 15 CED minus 1.5 on his birth, all the way up to 114 on his yearling with good scrotal, good milk, weighed 1490 today.
All right, on the good bull there, let's start him at $4,000. $4,000 bids here. We've got a couple bids at 4,000. Thank you. Let's move to 42.50. 42.50 is the bid. 42.50 and 4,500. $4,500 bids. 45. Internet's in at 45. Thank you. How about 47.50? 47.50 bids on the bull here. 47.50. How's the internet look at 47.50? And it looks like let's move to 5,000. $5,000 bids here. 5,000. Internet's out at 5,000. Oh, we got one there, Ryan. Thank you. 5,000. We're still in. Let's move to 52.50. 52.50. And it looks like Ryan, you win it. Bidder number 145. 145. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Now we're on to the H13 bull. He's a legendary son. He's a heifer bull. 7 on his CED, 1 on his birth. High marbling IMF ratio bull at 129 with a positive 91 on his yearling. These legendary calves are going to make excellent heifer bulls. Weighed 1370 today.
All right, and there he is. You're looking at him on the screen right there. Well, on the H13 bull, let's start him out at $3,500. $3,500 bids in the air, please. $3,500. Thank you. 3,500. Any other bids at 3,500? Any internet interest at 3,500? And looks like bidder number 113 wins the bowl at 3,500, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we should. Pam, I think I must have one mixed out of place here. We should be on the H011 bull. So it should be our next bull, the H011 bull. Okay. He weighed 1305 today. He's also a heifer bull. CED at 8.2. He's a high dollar W bull at 85 on his dollar W. Excellent calving. He's heifer bull here. Weighed 1305 today.
All right, and we got him up on the screen for you, H011. Let's start the bowl at 3,000. $3,000 bids here, 3,000. Have a couple in at 3,000. Thank you. How about 32.50? 32.50 on the bowl. And 3,500. We'll go to 3,500. And how about 37.50? Bids at 37.50 on the bowl here. And $4,000. Move the bid to 4,000. We still got two in at 4,000. How's the internet look at $4,000? And we'll move to 42.50, please. 42.50. Still in at 42.50. The internet's in at 4. We're bids at 42.50. If we're still in at 42.50, we'll keep going. If not, to stay in, yes. Thank you, technology. We appreciate it. And thank you, everybody, for your patience. We're allowing other people that can't make it today to be in on cattle. 42.50 is the bid, and it looks like bidder number 136 wins the bowl at 42.50. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Okay, should be on the DO12 bull now. It is a protocol son, weighed 1440 today. He is a growth bull, 94-pound birth weight, 841 on his 205, 106 on his yearling, and a .77 on his marbling EPD. An outstanding growth bull here.
All right, thank you. On the DO12 bowl, let's start the bowl at $3,000. $3,000 to start the bowl here. $3,000 bids in the air, please. $3,000. We got one there at $3,000. Any other bids on the bowl at $3,000? And it looks like Ryan wins the bowl. 145 is the bid. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. We're on to the good H19 bull here. He weighed 1475 today. Marbling EPD a .73, 110 on his yearling, 158 on his scrotal EPD. Dam's been a phenomenal young dam at 2 at 107 and 2 at 106, and a high IMF ratio 122. An outstanding bull here in H19.
All right, and a good bowl with the numbers to back him up there. Let's start the bowl at $4,000. $4,000 bids on the bowl here. $4,000 bids to start. $4,000. Any bids at $4,000? $4,001 there at $4,000. Any other bids at $4,000? Internet in at $4,000. And it looks like, sir, bidder number 141 wins the bowl at $4,000. Thank you, sir. Bought yourself a good one.
Okay, we're on to A014. So this is another Final Solution son. He was the third heaviest bull today. He weighed 1515 today. Another Cavingese bull at 10 and a .1, 76-pound birth weight, scrotal 125. Good bull here in A14.
All right, there he is on your screen, A14. Let's start the bowl at $3,000. $3,000 bids here, a lot of interest there at $3,000. Let's go to $3,250. $3,250 on the bowl here, $3,250 and $3,500. $3,500's the bid, $3,500. And how about $3,750? $3,750, all the bids at $3,750. And let's move to $4,000. $4,000 bids here, $4,000. We still have two at $4,000. Internet's in at $4,000. Let's move to $4,250. $4,250 is the internet in at $4,250. We've got one other at $4,250. We're going to find out what the internet thinks about $4,250, and then we'll go on from there. $4,250 is the bid. And the internet's out. Sir, you bought it. Buyer number 131 buys the bowl for $4,250. Oh, did I miss one? All right. You go ahead and holler at us. If it doesn't look like I'm looking at you, then I'm not looking at you. So you just holler at me, and we'll make sure we catch you. Thank you.
Yeah, we're trying to spot best we can. If you don't think you're seen, wave or holler or yell. Keep the down. But other than that, you're pretty much good to go, you know. All right, we're on to the H20 bull here. Fortitude son, weighed 1440 today. Another high IMF ratio bull on his ultrasound at 123, 34 on his mouth, 28 on his docility, and outstanding dam at 6 calves at weaning ratio 103. H20.
All right, there he is, H20 on your screen. You're looking at him. He's a good one. All right, let's start the bowl at $3,250. $3,250 on the bowl here. $3,250. Bids in the air, please. $3,250. Got you there at $3,250. Any other bids at $3,250, just to make sure we got everybody in at $3,250. And it looks like bidder number 118 buys the bowl at $3,250. Thank you.
Okay, we're on to the good H24 bull here. So this bull is the only bull in the sale today that does have a availability date of June 1st. Just want to make sure everybody's aware that he's not available to pick up till June 1st. Pam is going to use him. And as you can see, it's why. I mean, the curve bender bull, he's 18 CED, minus 3.8 on his birth, weighed 1440 today. Excellent on his marbling and ribeye EPD. Grand Dam and Great Grand Dam are Pathfinder cows, and an outstanding bull here.
All right. If you need a better recommendation than Pam's going to use him, I don't know where you're going to find one. So this is the bull here, the herd bull that you've been looking for right here. All right, let's start the bull at $5,000. $5,000 bids on the bull here. You're in at $5,000. All right, $5,000 bids on the bull here. We got a couple at $5,000, and let's move to $5,250. $5,250 is the bid. $5,250, and we'll move to $5,500. $5,500. We're both in at $5,500. Thank you. And how about $5,750? $5,750 is the bid. $5,750. Thank you. And we'll move to $6,000. $6,000 bids. $6,000. Any other bids at $6,000? And it looks like buyer 144 buys the bull for $6,000. You got yourself a good one. Bye. Thank you.
Okay, now we're on to the heaviest bull of the sale, H25. Weighed 1555 today. He was tied for third high at Weenan, for Weenan weight at 980. Ribeye, he's the high ribeye EPD bull at 0.98. 75 Weenan, 135 on his yearling, 102 on his growth. The bull just reads growth. Dam's been an excellent dam at 106 and 3 at 109. Oh, and the cow just went Pathfinder.
All right, that means she's a good one. All right, on the good bull here, we're going to start the bull at $4,000. $4,000 bids on the bull here, $4,000. Thank you. We got a couple at $4,000. We'll move to $4,250. $4,250 on the bull here, $4,250. And let's move to $4,500. $4,500 bids on the bull, $4,500. And we'll move to $4,750. $4,750. Is the internet still in at $4,750? $4,750 is for you're in at $4,750. All right, $4,750. We'll move to $5,000. $5,000 bids, and they're both coming. Are you in at $5,000, Sam? All right. It looks like bidder number one. Oh, got one over there at $5,000. Snuck in there. All right, thank you. Let's move to $5,250. $5,250. You both dropped out at $5,250. So I'm gonna take this bid at $5,000. I'll offer it to you at $5,100. You want to be in at $5,100? How about $5,200, Pam? $5,200 for your buyer. $5,100 buys the bull. Thank you. Bidder 104 for $5,100. Thank you very much. And that's how a tie bid works.
That went very seamlessly, Mac. All right, we're on to the H26 bull here. Here's a bull recommended for heifers and cows. 1.8 on his birth, 85-pound birth weight, 32 on his mouth, high $W 74, high marbling EPD of 0.79. This good protocol son weighed 1280 today, H26.
All right, on a good heifer bull here, they tell you, all right, on a good heifer bull here, let's start him at $3,000. $3,000 bids on the bull here, $3,000, thank you. How about $3,250? $3,250 on the bull, $3,250. And we'll move to $3,500. $3,500 on the bull, $3,500. Looks like we're still good at $3,500 here. Buyer 143. Buyer 143 buys the bull. You found a good one. Thank you.
Okay, we're on to another legendary son here in H28. 0.7 on his rib, 75 on his $W. He falls out of the low birth weight calving ease because of his 4 CED. Legendary calves, probably going to be good low birth bulls either way.
All right, on the good bull here, let's start him out at $3,500. $3,500 bids here, $3,500. We got one bid here at $3,500. Any other bids at $3,500 on the bull? $3,500. And it looks like bidder number 110 buys the bull for $3,500. Thank you.
Pam's been saying that this H33 bull is the most docile bull of the sale. I've seen her scratch him out in the middle of the field before. He's a bull recommended for bigger heifers and cows, very docile, 110 on his yearling, 1.14 on his scrotal, high rib EBD of 0.86 with a 7.7 on his $W. Very excellent bull in age 33.
All right, in a whole pen full of awful docile bulls, the most docile ones, you're saying something, they'll follow you around like a dog. All right, on the good bull here, let's start the bull at 32.50. 32.50 is the bid here, 32.50 with some interest. Let's move to 3,500. $3,500 bids in the air, please. And we'll move to 37.50. 37.50 is the bid at 37.50. Let's move to $4,000. $4,000 bids, please, at 4,000. Still some interest at 4,000. And we'll move to 42.50, please. 42.50 is the bid. And it looks, are you in or out at 42.50? Did you make up your mind? We all came out at 42.50. We'll back it up to 4,000, and I'll give the bid to 4,000 to one of those numbers that was the lowest. It looks like 121. We'll have the bid at 4,000. I'll offer it to either of you at 4,100 if you'd like to be in at 4,100. 41 there. How about 4,200 here? 4,200. And so 4,100 wins the bid there. 4,100, if I can have your bidder number 126, ma'am. You won the bull at 4,100. Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, on to the H34 bull here. He's a command son, low birth weight bull here, 66-pound birth weight, 17 on CED, minus 4.7 on his birth. They ought to just fall out of them cows. 0.77 on his rib with a positive scrotal. It's going to be an excellent heifer bull here.
All right, there's a good one here. There's a good one here. He's got the numbers to back him up, and we'll start the bull at 4,000. $4,000 bids on the bull here. 4,000. We have some interest at 4,000. Any other bids at $4,000? $4,000 bids here. 4,000. We've got two bids. Let's move to 42.50. 42.50 on the bull. 42.50. The internet's still in at 42.50, and it looks like the internet buys them at 42.50. And the number will be 1503 at 42.50. Thank you.
Okay, on to the 37 bull here. Another legendary, another heifer bull with a 136 on his IMF ratio and a 106 on his marbling EPD, 158 on his $B. Here's a bull that's going to be a heifer bull and make cows to make the rail.
All right, he's got the whole package right there. He's going to do it all for you. And let's start the bull with 3,500. $3,500 bids here. 3,500. Good interest at 35. Let's move to 37.50. 37.50 on the bull. 37.50. We'll move to 4,000. $4,000 bids in the air, please. 4,000. Let's move to 42.50. 42.50 on the bull. 42.50. And 4,500. 4,500's the bid here. 4,500. Still got two in at 4,500. Let's move to 47.50. 47.50 on the bull. 47.50 and 5,000. $5,000 bids here at 5,000 on the bull. 5,000. Any other bids at 5,000? And it looks like bidder number 116 buys the bull for 5,000, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you. On to the H39 bull here. We got another outstanding heifer bull with a 15 on his CED, a minus 0.9 on his birth. Another legendary son, weighed 1,300 pounds today, and one of the high tenderness bulls in the sale.
All right, on a good bull here. Direct marketers, look up, look up. This will be the kind that'll make fat calves for you right here. All right, we're going to start the bull at 3,500. $3,500 bids here. 3,500 and 37.50 is the bid. 37.50 all around. 37.50. Let's move the bid to $4,000. $4,000 bids on the bull here. 4,000, and we'll move to 42.50. 42.50 is the bid. 42.50. Thank you. And 4,500 is the bid now. $4,500 bids and 47.50. 47.50 is the bid on the bull here. 47.50. Let's move to $5,000. $5,000 bids here on the bull. 5,000. So got four in at 5,000. We'll move to 52.50. 52.50 bid. Thank you. 52.50, and we'll move to 5,500. $5,500 bids here. 55. How about 57.50? 57.50 bid. Thank you. and $6,000 bids here. $6,000, and it looks like maybe we just got one bid left at 6,000. Bidder number 105 buys the bull for 6,000. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you. H40 is our next bull up here on the list. He's a Command Son, 0.91 on his Marbling, 113 on his yearling, 1.81 on his Charlie PD. Going to be an outstanding bull here in H40.
All right, a good bull here, and we're going to start the bull at $27.50. $27.50 is the bid on the bull here. $27.50. Got a couple at $27.50. Let's move to $3,000. $3,000 bids here. $3,000 and $32.50. $32.50 is the bid. $32.50. And let's move to $3,500. $3,500 bids here. $3,500. Still two. Nope. 30. You're out at $3,500. All right, we're in at $3,500. We're going to $3,750. That bid's out at $3,750, and it looks like bidder number 120 buys the bull for $3,750. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, on to the H42 bull here. Here's another heifer bull that's coming in, a Legendary Son, weighed 1255 today, 79-pound birth, minus 2.6 on his birth EPD, and a 0.7 on his marbling.
All right, there he is on your screen. You're looking at him. All right, on the good bull here, we're going to start him at $3,500. $3,500 bids on the bull here. $3,500. Got a couple bids at $3,500. Let's move to $3,750. $3,750 on the bull. $3,750. Any other bids at $3,750? Thank you. Got two there. Let's move to $4,000. $4,000 bids here. $4,000. Looks like maybe we have just one bid left at $4,000, and it is bidder number 115 buys the bull at $4,000. Thank you.
All right, on to the Protocol Son here, age 49. He is the high tenderness bull. 0.78 on his marbling, 74 on his weaning, 32 on his milk. Dam's been an awfully good cow at 4, weaning ratio 105. High tenderness bull, age 49.
All right, here's another one for you direct marketers. All right, if you missed that last one, this is your chance. Let's start the bull at $3,500. $3,500 bids on this bull here. $3,500, $3,500. Thank you. Got a couple bids at $35. Nope. Wrong bull, wrong bidder there. So we're in at $3,500 here. Any other bids at $3,500? It looks like, ma'am, buyer 138 buys the bull for $3,500. Thank you.
Sorry, I got numbers up here. Sometimes I get them mixed up. I apologize about that. H51 is our next bull here. He's a Command Son with 31 on his milk, 22 on his docility score, weighed 1405 today. Just an outstanding bull here in H51.
All right, a good all-around bull here. You're looking at him right there. Let's start the bull at $3,000. $3,000 bids here. $3,000. Got a bid here at $3,000. There's another $3,000. Let's move to $3,250. $3,250 on the bull. $3,250. And let's move to $3,500. $3,500. We still got some bids at $35. We'll move to $3,750. $3,750 is the bid here. $3,750. And it looks like bidder number 127 buys the bull for $3,750. Thank you very much.
Okay, we're on to the Playbook Son here, D019. He's a Cavagese heifer bull with an 11 CED, a minus 0.5 birth, a docile bull at 22 with 26 on his mouth. Good bull here, weighed 1310.
All right, on the good Dynamite Farms bull right here, we're going to start the bull at $3,000. $3,000 bids on the bull here. Got a couple bids at $3,000. Thank you. And let's go to $3,250. $3,250 on the bull. Thank you. And $3,500's the bid. $3,500 on the bull here. $35. Let's move to $3,750. $3,750 on the bull. $3,750. We'll move to $4,000. $4,000 bids here. Internet's in at $4,000. Thank you. And we move to $4,250. $4,250. Ryan, we got a couple here at $4,250. And how about $4,500? $4,500 bids here at $4,500. Looks like we've just got buyer 122 at $4,500. Thank you very much.
Okay, we're down on the H58 bull here. Good Command Son. .8 on his CED, a minus .2 on his burst, .93 on his marbling. The high marbling IMF ratio bull at 144, H58. Weighed 1295 today.
All right, on another good rockin' D bull here, H58. You're looking at him right there. All right, let's start the bull at $4,000. $4,000 bids on the bull here, 4,000. We've got a bid at 4,000. Any other bids at $4,000 on the bull here, $4,000. And it looks like bidder number 148 buys the bull for 4,000. Thank you.
Okay, on to the H59 bull here. He's another command son on a comrade cow. 71 on his weaning, 117 on his yearling, 1.97 on his scrotal. Big ribeye, an impressive command son here.
All right, we're going to start the bull at $32.50. $32.50 on the bull here. Bids in the air at $32.50, please. $32.50. Any bids at $32.50 on the bull? How's the internet look at $32.50? Checking in, $32.50. And if we don't, any of these bulls that pass out of the sale today, any other time later on, there'll be another $100 as soon as we pass them out of this sale. If you don't get what you need today and you end up buying a bull back in the pens after the sale, it'll be this base price plus $100. So $32.50, last call on the bull, $32.50, and we'll pass him on. Thank you.
Okay, on to the H62 bull here. Here's a command son with a lot of grow in him, 82-pound burst, 0.75 on his marbling, 0.74 on his rib. Just an outstanding carcass bull. Great granddam is a Pathfinder cow, H62.
All right, he's a good one. He's a good one right there. You're looking at him. Let's start the bull at $3,000. $3,000 bids here to $3,000. Got a couple bids at $3,000. And let's move to $32.50. $32.50 on the bull here. $32.50. Thank you. Move to $3,500. $3,500's the bid. $3,500 and $3,750. $3,750 is still the bid. $3,750. And how about $4,000? $4,000 is the bid here. $4,000. And it looks like buyer number 108 buys the bull for $4,000. Thank you very much.
Okay, on to H63 here is another command son. He's a 9 on his CED, a 0.9 on his burst. 80 pounds is a good calving knees heifer bull here. Grandmother is a Pathfinder cow, $152 B.
All right, we're getting towards the bottom of the page here. 4 bulls left in the sale. 4 bulls left in the sale, and they're good ones, just a little younger than the rest. All right, let's start the good bull here. $3,000. $3,000 to start the bull here. $3,000. Got a couple bids at $3,000, and let's move to $32.50. $32.50 is the bid. $32.50. And how about $3,500? $3,500's the bid on the bull here. $3,500. We'll move to $3,750. $3,750 is the bid. And how about $4,000? $4,000 is the bid here on the bull here. $4,000. How about $42.50? $42.50 is the bid. $42.50. And how about $4,500? $4,500 is the bid. $4,500. How about $47.50 on the bull? $47.50. Still in at $47.50. Let's move to $5,000. $5,000 is the bid here. $5,000. And it looks like the Kessies buy them at bidder number 143 at $5,000. Moving to Blodgett. Thank you.
Thank you. 873. We're down to just a few bulls left here. Here's a good protocol son calving knees heifer bull, 70-pound burst, 15 on his CED, minus 3.1 on his burst, recommended on cows and heifers. Had one of the high IMF ratios at 125. H73.
All right, he's a good one. Got the numbers to back him up. Take a look here. We'll start the bull at $3,500. $3,500 bids here. 35. Have some interest at $3,500. And let's move to $3,750. $3,750 on the bull. $3,750. Thank you. $3,750. We'll move to $4,000. $4,000 on the bull here. $4,000. Internet's in at $4,000. How about $42.50? $42.50 on the bull. $42.50. Is the internet still in at $42.50? We've still got a couple bids at $42.50. Let's move to $4,500. $4,500 bids here at $4,500. Is the internet in at $4,500? 121's in at $4,500. How's the internet look at $4,500? We'll give them a second to get through all the airwaves at $4,500. That's our bid. $4,500. And the internet's out at 4,500. 121 buys the bull then at 4,500. Thank you very much.
Okay, here's H77. Might be the sleeper of the sale here. This bull is out of the good 606 cow that Pam Hunter bull from a few years ago was out of. Been an outstanding cow. Solid set of numbers all the way through. His 64 weaning, 114 yearling, 29 on his milk. He's a dam, like I said, it's been an excellent cow. 3 at 109, 3 at 112. Just an outstanding cow here at 77.
And a good bull weighed 1350, not even 13 months old yet. Good bull here. Let's start the bull at $4,000. $4,000 bids here on the bull. $4,000. Have some interest at $4,000. Let's move to $4,250. $4,250 is the bid on the bull here at $4,250. Any other bids at $4,250? And looks like buyer 102 buys the bull at $4,250. Thank you.
Okay, last bull of the sale here. After we sell this bull, we'll get on to selling heifers. We do ask that everybody maybe remain seated. We'll get through the heifers pretty quick, and then we can start to check out after that. So H79 here. He's going to be a dam and grand dam or Pathfinder cows. He's a 27 on his milk. As you can see, as a Pathfinder cow, she's had 8 calves, ratio 104. Just an outstanding bull here, H79.
All right, good bull here, youngest bull in the sale. All right, we're going to start the bull at $2,750. Last chance for a bull here. Start him at $2,750. $2,750 is a bid on the bull. Any interest at $2,750? $2,750. Last call at $2,750 on the bull here. $2,750, and we'll pass him on and go on to heifers. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you all very much on the bulls. So, like Max said, the few no sales will be available afterwards for $100 more than their base price now. We're going to move on to heifers. We're going to start the sale here with an enticed daughter from Dynamite Farms. Heifer weighed 1,070 today. Just a curve bender type of heifer with low birth, high grow, one of the biggest spreads you'll see in the sale. 30 on her docility. All of the Dynamite heifers are halter broke. If someone wanted to choose to show them or just wanted to work with them. So D0.
All right, good Dynamite heifer here. Let's start the heifer at $1,750. $1,750 on the heifer here. $1,750 bids in the air, please. $1,750. Got a bid there at $1,750. Any other bids at $1,750? And it looks like, sir, that number was buyer 130 buys the bull for heifer for $1,750. Thank you.
Yes. We're on to the H02 heifer now. This is a command daughter with a .89 on her rib and 80 on her dollar W. Her great granddam is a Pathfinder cow. She weighed 1,100 pounds today.
All right, she's the kind you're looking for. She's good and soggy and fat. All right, we like her. Let's start the heifer at $2,000. $2,000 to start the heifer here. $2,000 bids in the air, please. $2,000. Any bids at $2,000 on the good heifer here? $2,000 before we pass her on. $2,000 and walk her out. Thank you.
Okay, on to the H11 heifer. Here's the high IMF ratio heifer, 128, or one of the high IMF ratio heifers at 128. Had an average daily gain of 133, weighed 1,125 today. These command daughters, boy, they really get after it in the growing department.
H11, our tech team is getting there. There she is. We do nothing but employ the best in the business right here. All right. On the good heifer here, we have fun too. $2,000 to start the heifer here. $2,000. Thank you. Got some interest at $2,000. Let's go to $2,250 on the heifer. $2,250. Thank you. And $2,500 is the bid. $2,500. And it looks like better number 138 buys the heifer for $2,500. Thank you, ma'am.
On to the H12 heifer. This is a heifer I've really liked. This command daughter 801. I believe the only 801 command daughter in the sale on attraction. Just packed full of grow in her, weighed 1,135 today. Good docility, nice pelvis, 224, average daily gain of 108. Excellent heifer here in H12.
All right, she's a good one with the numbers behind her. Let's start the heifer at $2,000. $2,000 bids on the good heifer here. $2,000 bids anywhere. $2,000 got a bid there at $2,000. Any other bids at $2,000? And I believe we'll sell the heifer to buyer 118 for $2,000. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, we're on to the the lot DO15. This is my daughter's heifer. Just a sweetheart of a heifer, this protocol daughter. We've really loved the protocols. They've been awesome cows for us. She reads well right across the board. We washed them last night, and the 6-year-old was just blowing her and brushing her and loving on her everywhere. So it's going to be an outstanding heifer for anybody.
All right, I saw that video. I need to ask Ellen where she got those pink rain pants. I was looking, I think I need to find a pair of those and we can be twinsies. I would look good in pink rain pants. All right, let's start the heifer at $2,000. $2,000 on the heifer here. We've got some interest at $2,000. Let's move to $2,250. $2,250 on the heifer. Still got a bid at $2,250. And it looks like bidder number 134 buys the heifer at $2,250. Thank you.
Okay, we're on to another protocol daughter here in the Dynamite heifer, DO16. She's on a final solution cow. You guys have liked those A14 and D006 bulls. Here's one that's the cow that we had out of her. She got a 270 pelvis, just a huge pelvis in this heifer, 112 on her yearling, 26 on her milk. One of the high heifers here, weighed over 1,000 pounds a day.
All right, that's the kind you like. She'll have a calf standing up and sucked by morning before you ever get out to do chores. Here's the kind you're looking for. All right, and let's start the heifer at $2,000. $2,000 on the heifer here, $2,000. You got some interest there. Let's move to $2,250. $2,250 on the heifer, and it looks like bidder number 106 buys heifer for $2,250. Thank you.
Okay, on to the H17 heifer here. This is a heifer with a positive $EN, a 30 on her milk, a 0.77 on her rib. She had the high rib ratio and a high weaning weight, adjusted weaning weight at 794, H17.
All right, you're looking at her. We like that kind. Well, all right, look at her there. Let's start the heifer at $2,000. $2,000 bids here on the good heifer here. $2,000 bids anywhere. $2,000 bids in the air, please, before we walk around. $2,000 right there. Any other bids at $2,000? Looks like 118 buys the heifer for $2,000. Thank you, ma'am.
H22 is another good command daughter here with a big pelvis and a big marbling, 0.87 on her marbling. She was the other one that was a 794 adjusted weaning weight, weighed 1,015 today, H22.
All right, you're looking at her, H22 right there. We'll start the heifer at $2,000. $2,000 bids here in the air. $2,000 bids. Any other bids at $2,000? And we'll sell her to 144 at $2,000. Thank you, sir.
All right, we're on to the H23 heifer here. Here's a legendary daughter with a big spread, a 15 CED up to 100 on her yearling weight. Dam has had 3 at 107. 208 on her pelvis. An outstanding legendary daughter here.
All right, that's the kind you're looking for. Let's start the heifer at $2,000. $2,000 bids in the air on the good heifer here. $2,000 bids anywhere. $2,000 bids to start her, and we'll walk her on. Thank you.
Okay, we're on to the H31 heifer here. This heifer might be one of the prettiest heifers out there. Weighed 1,045 today. Is a high marbling EPD of 0.9, 0.7 on her rib, 20 on her docility. An outstanding heifer here, legendary heifer here.
No, if you got to walk out there and feed them, that's the kind you like looking at. All right, right here. Let's start her at $2,500. $2,500 bids on the good heifer here. $2,500. Got a bid at $2,500. Any other bids at $2,500? And we sell the heifer to buyer 109 at $2,500. Thank you.
On to H35 here. Here's a Niagara daughter. Don't see many of these. Here's a 0.86 on her marbling, 109 on her year, 30 on her milk, high IMF ratio 140. Dam's been an outstanding traction dam at 4 calves at 104, H35.
All right, good one here, good one here. Let's start her out at $1,750. $1,750 on the heifer here. We got some interest at $1,750. How about $2,000? $2,000 on the heifer here. $2,000. You still in at $2,000, sir? $2,000. How about $2,250? $2,250 on the heifer here. $2,250. And it looks like bidder number 123 buys heifer for $2,250. Thank you.
Okay, H43 is another Niagara daughter here, the sister to that other one almost. On a capitalist cow, 30 on her milk, is a dam that's a heavy milking capitalist daughter, H43, weighed 1,060 today.
Oh, if you like the last one, you'll like this one. Let's start her out at 1750. 1750 is the bid, 1750. And how about $2,000? $2,000 is the bid, 2,000. And it looks like, sir, you bought her at 2,000. Buyer 139 buys her at 2,000. Thank you.
Protocol daughter here, H44, weighed 1,035 today. Yearling weighed a 115. Big spread heifer there on a low birth, high grow, good marbling, 0.87, and a high rib ratio, 112 for on her ultrasound. H44.
Oh, she's a special one right there. You can tell. Look, take a look. Take a look. Let's start her out at $2,500. $2,500 bids here, $2,500. Any other bids at $2,500 on the heifer here? $2,500. Bidder number 144 buys her for $2,500. Thank you.
H45 here is a legendary daughter. Another one of those nice spread heifers, 0.7, 113 on a yearling, 146 on her scrotal. She had a high marbling and rib EPD here with a high weaning weight EPD. Dams had 4, weaning ratio 1.845.
Oh, she's a good one. She does the math. She does it all for you right here. Let's start her out at $2,500. $2,500 bids on the good heifer here. $2,500 to start her out. $2,500 bids anywhere. $2,500. $2,500 bids here, or we'll walk her on $2,500. Thank you. Pass her out.
H48 is another protocol daughter here with a 67 weaning and a 122 on her yearling, 0.83 on her marbling, with a high yearling weight EPD of the group, weighed at 1130 today, H48.
All right, a good one here, good one here. Take a look. $2,000 to start. $2,000 on the heifer here. $2,000. Any other bids at $2,000? I've got one in the back at $2,000. Any other bids at $2,000? And buyer 134 buys heifer for $2,000. Thank you.
H50 here is a Rockin' D command daughter on an older Mustang cow, but a good cow, had 7 calves, weaning ratio 103, 122 on her scrotal, weighed 1,080 today.
All right, a good heifer here to start her out at $1,500. We'll start the heifer here at $1,500. $1,500. Have some interest at $1,500. Let's move to $1,750. $1,750 is the bid here. $1,750. Thank you. And $2,000. $2,000 is the bid here, and it looks like bidder number 138 buys the heifer $2,000. Thank you.
Okay, turn my page here. Sorry about that. H52 is another legendary daughter on attraction. 113 on her scrotal, 32 on her milk, 0.78 on her rib EPD with an 81 on her dollar W. High dollar W, weighed 1,000 pounds today. H52.
All right, she's a good one. Take a look. She's right there. All right, let's start her out at $2,000. $2,000 on the heifer here. $2,000. Any other bids at $2,000? We got one bid at $2,000. Any others? Last chance at $2,000. Buyer 144 buys heifer $2,000.
H53 is a protocol daughter on attraction cow. 109 on her yearling, 33 on her milk, 0.73 on her marbling, high IMF ratio 130, weighed 1,030 today. H53.
All right, she's going to be the one to make the cattle that hang on the rail for you. We're going to start the heifer at $1,750. $1,750, good interest there at $1,750. Let's move to $2,000. $2,000, still 2 in at $2,000. Move to $2,250. $2,250 on the heifer. And how about $2,500? $2,500. And it looks like bidder number 138 buys her for $2,500. Thank you.
Okay, the last single lot of the sale here, H54, another good protocol daughter, weighed 910 today, 0.74 on her marbling, 0.72 on her rib, 30 on her milk. Outstanding protocol daughter here.
All right, last single lot here. Let's start the heifer at $1,750. $1,750 is the bid here. $1,750, some interest there. Let's move to $2,000. $2,000. Oops, I lost you both at $2,000. I'll put the low number back in at $1,750 if I can see those numbers again and catch them. I got 130. I've got you in at $1,750. I'll take $1,850 here if you'd like. So you win the heifer at $1,750, sir. Bidder number 130, I'm pretty sure. Bidder number 130 at $1,750. Thank you.
Okay, so we decided to do something a little bit different this year. We took the youngest 10 heifers and made pens out of them, as you kind of saw out there. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to sell them. We're going to sell them all. And if you want to pick out of the pen, then it's going to be $100 more to pick out of the pen. So, what? Yeah. Minimum bid. Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to start them at $1,400. Take the whole pen. If you want to pick, then it'll be $100 more than what the floor is, or what the price is. Excuse me. So, okay. Hopefully I didn't confuse everyone with that. And these pen heifers, like I said, they're just the youngest 10 heifers in the sale. There are some outstanding heifers in that group. The first pen of heifers we're going to sell here average $940 today.
All right. So on these pens of heifers, we'll start it at 1,400. 1,400 times 4 takes them all. 1,400. We got two bids at 1,400. Let's go to 1,500. $1,500. 1,500. Still got two at 1,500 and 1,600. Let's move the bid to 1,600. Looks like bidder number 106 at 1,600. You take them all four, Gary. Takes all four at 1,600. Thank you.
Okay, the second pen of heifers here, average $970 today. The second pen of
All right, good ones here. Three of them in the lot here, three of them in the pen. Let's start them at 1,400. Have a bid here at 14. There's 2, 3, 4 bids at 1,400. Let's move to 1,500. $1,500 bids here. We have two at 1,500 and 1,600. 1,600's the bid, and it looks like bidder number 130 wins the bid at 1,600. You taking all three there at 1,600? Yep, he takes them. Thank you.
Okay, the last thing we're going to sell here, pen number 3, average $965 today on these good command heifers.
All right, the last pen in the sale, last cattle in the sale, but they're just as good as the ones we started with. All right, let's start them out at 1,400. $1,400 a head, please. 1,400. We've got a couple bids there at 1,400. Let's move to 1,500. $1,500, and it looks like bidder number 130 wins them at 1,500. Takes all three. Yes, he does. Thank you very much. That's all the cattle we sale here. I think our lady there at the desk, the brain inspection, will take care of you. Any closing notes on or?
I just want to thank everybody for coming. I hope you got lots to eat, and I'll look forward to shaking everyone's hand as you leave, hopefully.
I ditto that. Thank you all so much. It was a fun day.